I will be talking more about this on my podcast. I'm taping tomorrow with Eric. I think we'll be live. I'm not sure exactly what time, but we'll work it out tomorrow, Friday. Yeah, it is Friday. All right, but I'm sorry. I got to talk about shit when I see shit that annoys me right away, because apparently you people love me angry, and there are two things today that I saw that I was just like, what the fuck? And I can't get over it. First of all, YouTube Shorts and TikTok, things like those are the devil, because you have you'll go in there looking for a good mood. You're like, I've watched 1,000 things of kittens smiling and cute dogs. Nothing else is gonna come up. All of a sudden, some woman like, I'm dying and I'm leaving my 9-month-old baby. Oh, fuck off! Don't ruin my vibe. How dare you? Good video, funny video, comedian. All of a sudden, starving Ethiopian kid foaming at the mouth, eyes rolling back of the head, like, I'm hungry, can't you afford $1? Yes, fucker, but I need to go to Starbucks. So there's shit like that. But what I came across was Rachel. I don't know if her name is Zegler. First of all, can I ask you this? I know she's Latina. I know she's Mexican. How is her name Zegler? Does she have did she marry somebody or something like that? I'm just curious. My dad was Mexican. I can ask you that question, and why isn't she wearing a sombrero? I'm pissed. I mean, the maracas, they mean something. She should be, no, I'm kidding. But Miss Bitch thinks she is someone. And I call her Miss Wannabe Jenna Ortega. Rachel Zegler, whatever the hell her name is, assholes, like I like to call her, was brought to prominence. She was discovered by Steven Spielberg, because his daughter was doing porn. He was busy crying. Like, how can I forget this? I'll remake West Side Story. And I guess she was in some Broadway art school, and she did West Side Story, and it's like, fine, she'll be fine for Maria. They picked her out, and she was going to be the next it girl. She was going to be, because she's pretty, she's young, she's talented. I'm not going to take that away from her. And then she went on, and she was in West Side Story, which flopped. It went, woo, fucking bomb. You feel that shrapnel? It's a bomb. It was West Side Story. So I don't know where she thinks she is all of a sudden. And now she's in, and let me say, Snow White, the remake, and the 7, fentanyl addicts. No, the 7 autistic homeless people. No, what was it again? Oh, the 7 magical beings. That's her new thing, the Snow White thing, right? I did a video specifically on that. I hate to keep pimping out my Patreon, but again, I'm more loose with my tongue, if you could believe it or not, on there. And, it's kind of like my safety net in case this all goes to shit, which looks like it could with, all the fucking strikes I get. But I said some things. That could be construed as all kinds of ists and misogynist and just plain wrong. And if you want to know what I really think of that whole movie and what I've heard about it, you definitely want to go there, because I can't believe even what I said when I watched that video back. But yeah, it was, I'll give you a little taste. I said, a lot of Mexicans smell like laundry. That's all I'm going to say here, and that's based on my own ignorant opinion, and my family's Mexican, so you can't say shit to me. I like tacos. So, all right, but this chick, all kidding aside, all of a sudden comes up. The first thing that annoyed me about her, she was on the picket lines, Hollywood striking, we're supposed to care, whatever, fine. And she's out there, and she's like, and so they stuck a microphone in her face, which, I don't know, it wasn't an enchilada, so she got mad. And she's like, listen, I just think Miss been in one movie that's a bomb. That's all she's got so far. I just think, if I'm going to be streamed, I should be paid for every minute that I'm streamed ever. Let me get this straight, sweetheart. You're paid, let's say, $10 million to be in a movie, right? And, that's more than most people are going to, that's more than soldiers who die for this country are going to make. That's more than cops who, risk their lives every day are going to make, firemen, all that. But you act, you move around and talk and shit like that, because you're like Mr. Ed, the horse that put some peanut butter on your mouth, and you can fucking just mouth the words and somebody can fill it in if you sound too stupid. But you're going to fucking go there and make all this money and then turn around and be like, you know what? I should be paid for every second it's aired ever. Sure, why not? Do you want, my magical unicorn to come over and shit out jelly beans and for you to eat too, bitch? Who the fuck is she? And then this is what got me the most. I was like, maybe it's Disney's fault with this whole woke shit about the Snow White and the 7, the 7, I don't know, schizophrenic Hindus. I don't know what they are. They looked homeless. Look at the 7. Go Google that shit right now. Look at the 7. They're not dwarfs, because you can't say that anymore. By the way, they're taking out roles for, working actors who are dwarfs, and they don't get many chances to be in movies, but, fuck it. They had one in there, and he can fill out. It's one dwarf and a bunch of people. Looks like they just came out of a shelter and are looking for their next meal. That's what it looks like. Down to the Starbucks barista hippie looking fucker. Go look at these motherfuckers and tell me you wouldn't cross the street, because they're going to ask you for $10. I swear to God. So, she's on some red carpet somewhere, and this was on one of my shorts, and this is how I know about it. And she's like, they're like, what's gonna be new about this new Snow White? What's gonna be new about it? First of all, it's not 1935 anymore. Thanks for the. I had no clue. Really? You mean, black people can drink from white fountains now? I'm just kind of shocked. Nobody know that dumb. She's like, and she doesn't need a man, and there's magical beings, not dwarfs, okay? And like, so she's not waiting for a prince to save her. That's the point of the story. And like, so there's no kiss where she's gonna wake up and like everything's gonna be better. It's not about love. It's about her being the girl boss that she always knew she could be. So it's not Snow White, dumb shit, right? Why don't you just write a movie called This Is Not Snow White and do what the fuck you want to do? What is this shit? I would never take my kid to see that. I would take the kid to see that and be like, you ever turn out like any of the actors in this movie, I'm going to sit you on a hot stove and burn your anus. I swear, don't you ever turn out like these idiots. Look, that's 7 dwarfs, and say it. Say it out loud right now. As a matter of fact, stop calling everybody dwarfs. I want it to spread around. This is bullshit. She's an ass. She's already an asshole, so I have a plea. I mean, I am a very small YouTuber. I'm being shadow banned currently. I'm going to make another video on that because I just found that shit out. I assume. My plea is to, if Jenna Ortega ever watches this, or just if you have her Instagram or whatever, send this to her. Please take every role that bitch is up for. Please, please. Even if I know you're a busy chick, I know you got Wednesday, the Screams, and all that shit, but I swear to God, she is such an ass. I just hope that Jenna Ortega's like, okay, yeah, what's a Zegler auditioning for today? Okay, just a waitress in one scene, and has 2 lines. I'll take it. No, I'll make it work. Right? Take everything from her, because you know she wishes she was her. You know that bitch would not be having all these opinions and these sassy attitude. You got a lot of mouth for one fucking movie that nobody saw. Shut your mouth. Shut up. I have to go because I'm gonna start saying more shit. Yeah, that's what Patreon's for. Yeah. Okay. What the fuck is wrong with her? Snow White and the 7 magical beings. Snow White and the 7 kiss my asses. That's what you got.